Now we are going to discuss about April 2015 computer architecture subject part B questions. Question number 13. Explain Moore's law. Moore's law is the prediction that the number of transistors in a dense integrated circuit double every 2 years as technological progress advances. The observation was made by Gordon Moore, co-founder of Intel, who saw that the size of transistors was shrinking rapidly due to continuous innovation. Next question number 14. List and explain the various types of optical memory devices. The types of optical storage devices are CD-ROM, CD-ROM stands for compact disk read-only memory, and CD-ROM comes in the random access category devices. Blu-ray, HD DVD, DVD RAM, CDR and DVD-R, CD-RW and DVD-RW. Next question number 15. Explain the method of programmed I/O. With programmed I/O, data are exchanged between the processor and the I/O module. The processor executes a program that gives it direct control of the I/O operation, including sensing device status, sensing a read or write command, and transferring the data. Next question number 16. Write a note on Pentium and PowerPC data types. So data types: general byte 8, word 16, double word 32, and quad word 64. Signed integers are in 2's complement representation. Floating point: single precision 32, double precision 64, extended double precision 80. BCD: unpacked 1 byte per digit and packed 1 byte per 2 digits representation. Pentium and PowerPC. The Pentium series is an excellent example of complex instruction set computers. CISC design. The PowerPC is a direct descendant of IBM 801, one of the best designed RISC systems on the market. Pentium. Intel has ranked the number one maker of microprocessor for decades. PowerPC. In 1975, IBM started the 801 microcomputer project that launched the RISC movement. In 1986, IBM developed a RISC workshop. Next, IBM then entered into an alliance with Motorola and development of 68000 series for Apple computers. Data types: Pentium, general byte 8, word 16, double word 32, and quad code 64. Floating point: single precision 32, double precision 64. BCD: unpacked 1 byte per digit. PowerPC: general byte 8, half word 16, word 32, etc. Registers: Pentium, general 832-bit registers, general purpose registers, EAX, EBX, ECX, EDX, ESX, EBP, ECI and EDI. PowerPC: general 32-64-bit register purpose registers R0 to R31. Exception register XCR. Exception register XCR reports exceptions in integer arithmetic operations. General 32 4-bit operations. And link register used in conditional branch instruction and for call bar return. Count used to control on iteration loops. Next question number 17. Write a note on the organization of CPU. CPU, which is the heart of a computer, consists of registers, control unit and arithmetic logic unit. The following tasks are to be performed by the CPU. Fetch instruction. The CPU must read instructions from the memory. Number 2. Interrupt instructions. The instructions must be decoded to determine what action is required. That is the interpret instructions. Number 3. Fetch data. The execution of an instruction may require reading data from memory or an I/O module. Number 4. Process data. The execution of an instruction may require performing some arithmetic or logical operation or data. Number 5, write data. The result of an execution may require working data to the memory or an IO module. Function of computer organization. Number 1, a CPU can be defined as a general purpose instruction set processor responsible for programming execution. Next point, a CPU consists of address bus, data bus and control bus. Number C, with one CPU is called microprocessor and with one more than CPU is called multiprocessor. D, the address bus is used to transfer data from the CPU to main memory. Control bus is used by CPU to control various devices connected and to synchronize their operations with those of the CPU. Number 3, the accumulator is the main register of the ALU. B, in execution of the most of the instruction, the accumulator is used to store a input data or output results. Instructions register holds the opcode for the current instruction. Number 10, a stored program is in main memory is executed instruction after instruction is a successive method by using program counter. Next point, a computer is said to be operated based on stored program concepts if it stores the instructions as well as data of the program in main memory when they are waiting to execute. Next question number 18, explain the instruction cycle with necessary sketches. Instruction cycle. The program residing in the memory unit of a computer consists of a sequence of instructions. These instructions are executed by the processor by going through a cycle for each instruction. In a basic computer, each instruction cycle consists of the following phases. Number 1, fetch instruction from the memory. Number 2, decode the instruction. Number 3, read the effective address from the memory. Number 4, execute the instruction. The same things you can see in this diagram which is shown here. Input-output configuration. In computer architecture, input-output devices act as an interface between the machine and the user. Instruction and data stored in the memory must be come from some input device. The results are displayed in using the output device. The following block diagram shows the input-output configuration for a basic computer. So this is a diagram. It consists of input-output configuration, input-output terminal, it is printer, serial communication interface, it is receiver interface, and computer register and flip-flops. It's OUTR, outer. It has an AC and the lowest level keyboard, transmitter interface and INPR. The input-output terminal sends and receives information. The amount of information transferred will always have 8 bits of an alphanumeric code. The receiver interface receives information from OUTR and sends it to the printer serially. Listen of a block basic computer. Next question number 19. Write a short note on micro instruction encoding. Highly encoded micro instructions. The encoded bits needed in micro instructions are small. It provided an aggregated view, that is a higher view of the CPU. As only one encoded sequence can be used for microprogramming. The encoding helps in reduction in programming. Complex control logic is needed as decoding is a must. Thus, the execution of a micro instruction can have propagation delays through gates. So, in a machine, if a machine has a very large number of instruction registers, then we can prefer highly encoded methods of micro instructions. In most of the cases, the design is kept between the two extremes. So with this, Part B questions of April 2015 University question is over.